Here's the same script fully integrated without headings, flowing as one continuous voiceover-ready narrative. Have you ever caught yourself staring at your phone, waiting, wondering, did I say too much? Did I scare him away? Or worse, did I do something wrong? Your heart races. Your mind spins. The questions feel endless. And in the quiet moments, you feel that tight knot in your chest, the one that whispers, maybe I'm not enough. Maybe he hasn't called back. Maybe he hasn't texted. And suddenly, every little silence feels like a verdict. Every delay feels like a judgment. You ask yourself things you would never admit out loud. Am I too much? Am I too needy? Did I push him away? And it's exhausting. You're caught in a loop. Overthinking, replaying conversations, imagining the worst, feeling your self-worth wobble with every small gesture, or lack of one. I see you. I know what it feels like to sit in that anxious space, to feel like your emotions are too loud, too much, too wrong. And here's the part most women don't realize. This isn't weakness, it's biology. It's your nervous system trying to protect you. Take a deep breath. You are not crazy. You are not too sensitive. You are human. Your nervous system is designed to detect uncertainty. When a man pulls away, when messages go unanswered, your body interprets it as risk, as a potential threat. And your emotions flare because that's survival. That's nature keeping you alive. It makes sense that you feel anxious, that your mind races, that your heart tightens. Feeling this way does not mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're needy. It means you are alive. And here's the first gentle truth. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to be afraid. But feeling afraid does not have to define your power, because your power is not in his attention. It is in your grounding. Here's what most women never hear. When a man pulls away, it is rarely about your worth. It is about dynamics, emotional dynamics, polarity, energy. Men are wired to respond to presence, mystery, and stability. Not anxiety, not fear, not the over-functioning attempt to fix a connection. Sometimes he pulls away, not because he doesn't care, but because he needs space to feel drawn, not controlled. Because emotional intensity can feel like pressure, even when it's coming from love. This is where understanding polarity changes everything. Polarity is the dance between grounded calm and reactive energy. When a woman feels anxious, when she over-explains or over-chases, it signals a shift in energy. It whispers, I need this validated. I need this secured. And without knowing it, men often retreat, not to punish, not because you are unworthy, but because your energy is louder than the calm magnetism that naturally attracts. Here's the hidden truth. Your value does not diminish when he pulls away. Your power is in how you respond or don't respond. Most women try to fix it. They call, they text, they over-explain. They even apologize for their emotions. But here's the quiet truth. Trying to fix the situation leaks energy. It signals, unconsciously, I need this to be okay. When you chase, you hand over your emotional power. You make your sense of safety dependent on his behavior. And fear, even when unspoken, vibrates through every word, every message, every pause. The deeper you try to control, the less magnetic you feel, because attraction isn't built on anxiety. It's built on grounded energy, calm energy, energy that doesn't beg, energy that knows its own worth. When you stop fixing, when you stop chasing, something shifts. You stop reacting to his rhythm. And suddenly, you reclaim the space where attraction naturally grows. Silence isn't emptiness. Silence is information. Silence is a mirror. Silence reveals character, his and yours. When he doesn't call back, when he doesn't text, your first instinct might be panic. But what if you could shift the meaning of silence? Instead of asking, "Why am I not enough?" you can ask, "Is this enough for me?" This is where emotional authority begins. Not in proving your worth, not in winning him back, but in observing, in listening, in quietly noting how his actions align or don't with your standards. Silence is no longer a void to be filled with anxiety. It becomes data, insight, a reflection of maturity, investment, and emotional depth. You are no longer chasing a reaction. You are allowing clarity to emerge. And here's the part most women miss. This is deeply magnetic, because grounded silence shows a man that your life is full, that your heart is calm, that you do not need validation to exist. Let's talk about giving. There is a subtle, almost invisible difference between giving and self-abandonment. Giving is generous, authentic, joyful. It flows naturally. Self-abandonment is giving to gain, giving to prove worth, giving to keep someone interested. When you give without reciprocity, when you offer access that hasn't been earned, it quietly erodes your value in the dynamic. Not because you're wrong, not because love is transactional, but because emotional investment without alignment weakens attraction. Self-respect isn't about withholding. It's about calibrating your energy, being fully present, but only when the other person meets you with equal integrity. And this is liberating. Because when you stop overgiving, you stop the cycle of anxiety. You stop overthinking. You stop feeling like love is a conditional game you have to win. Standards are not ultimatums. Standards are the quiet framework of self-respect, are the calm understanding that not every connection deserves your energy, that your heart is precious, that alignment matters more than attachment. Choosing alignment over anxiety is not rejection. It's preservation. It's the gentle, confident pause before you allow someone access to your life, your emotions, your heart. It's walking away, not with drama, not with resentment, but with a soft, unshakable calm. Because true standards don't scream. They whisper. They say, "I know my value. I will not compromise my peace." And men notice. Without a word. The real power move is doing nothing, not out of spite, not as a game, but out of grounded dignity, continuing your life with grace, holding your calm, smiling quietly to yourself, living fully in your own energy. If he returns, clarity is required. Alignment is non-negotiable. Your heart is not a container for uncertainty anymore. If he doesn't return, your life is still full. Your joy is still intact. Your peace is still unbroken. This is where inner power resides, not in chasing, not in demanding, not in proving anything, but in holding space for what is truly worthy. And in that space, magnetism is inevitable. Because calm authority, self-respect, and emotional depth attract naturally. Take another deep breath. Feel your chest rise and fall. Feel the knot in your stomach soften. You are not defined by his attention. You are defined by the way you move through your own emotions. You do not need to chase. You do not need to plead. You do not need to fix. You choose yourself. Every single time, you attract alignment, not anxiety. You welcome love, not chaos. You radiate calm confidence, not desperation. This is your power. This is your emotional freedom. And in this quiet, grounded space, you finally understand. The deepest exhale is not a surrender. It is a release. It is peace. It is enough. It is a freedom. If you like, I can also enhance this version with natural pauses, breathing cues, and emotional emphasis markers for voiceover pacing, so it flows exactly like a high-end YouTube storytelling video. Do you want me to do that?